extreme parenting. I am maybe a psychotic type A. Maybe even a triple A.
Absolutely no maybe about it.
Well, the deal is, I just want the best for my kids and myself. I push myself. I want to excel at things. And so it kind of rubs off on the kids and the pressure of life, right? And well, I may not be the best one to listen to when it comes to finding a balance in activity. You know what I mean?
You're really not. So we're not going to. But you
I'll
stay
just
with
sit
us.
over here.
No, you stay with us. But Kelly, seriously, how can you tell if you're just too busy?
Well, if your to-do list is looking like a telephone book, you're definitely too busy.
Right.
But the second one is, if you're realizing that you're forgetting things, you're rushing, you're constantly rushing out the door.
Always late.
If you're eating, constantly going through those drive-throughs, it's not a good sign. If those are your family dinners.
If you spend more time vacuuming your car with the food crumbs instead of sweeping the table, around the table, you're too much in the car.
Okay, I have to confess, a sad wake-up day. My daughter is in her toddler seat in the back of the van. I am driving up to the bank to do bank work, and she just sees a window. French fries, please. I said, oh my goodness, we have been through far too many fast foods lately.
That's right. That's right.
And that is just too busy.
And it's cool to be busy.
I was going to say, there's this image.
It is an image. So I think a lot of us, for the dads out there, they've got this like invisible S on their back. They want to be super dads. So I'm doing this. So as soon as someone asks you, hey, what are you doing? Oh, I'm so busy right now. So busy. Oh, so am I. I am so busy. It's this image thing. And instead, I think some of us just need to take a break. And there's so much pressure as well to get our kids to college, university, all of those things, and have them well-rounded. Mm-hmm. And so to have them well-rounded, they have to do a lot of classes now, don't they?
Yeah.
And so there's not a lot of space for children to just be kids.
Yeah, not a lot of margin. Okay, but how do you decide? Okay, how many activities are going to be involved in? How much is too much? And how do you decide those things?
I really recommend deciding as a family. And also because you want to get buy-in from your children as well.
Okay, you do, but what do you say to the kid? Because like you talked about those personalities that want to be involved in everything. So what happens when you've got the son who wants to be on 25 different teams?
That's where the negotiation happens. Because if you are chief chauffeur, you need to be okay with this as well. And so that's where it's a give and take, where you need to discuss. So for some families, it's like, you know what? It's 2 activities per semester, or it's 1 activity. But you want to have that discussion and have certain boundaries and also have some flexibility. So if they didn't like, soccer, then you might say, okay, well, what do you want to try this time?
But you got parents who so clearly are lazy. I'm telling you, they don't make an effort. They don't want to pay anything for the kids, and they can just, stay home and just play in the Super Xbox and all this stuff, right? And I'm thinking, the kid is lethargic, it's going to be a couch potato, they're not healthy, they're not involved in anything. The parents are just fine with that.
So
that's the problem.
So again, we were talking about pendulum parenting. What we're looking for here is the balance. Right. We're not looking for this side nor the side over here. We're looking for that balance.
And a lot of let's be fair to the parents who are working double jobs, or you've got single parents, that's sometimes why the kids are home too, with maybe too much free time on their hands. And it's not that the parent doesn't want to be there, it's that the parent's in a place where they actually can't be there yet.
But it takes a lot of effort to parent a kid.
Oh.
We don't just have them, we have to live life with them. And we got to give them opportunities. We got to find, yes, the balance, but time and time again, I see as my kids went through elementary and high school, that the kids would more and more drop out of things and out of things until finally in the grades 10, 11, 12, no parents were coming to watch and hardly any kids were involved in the sport. They just faded right out because the parents were not behind them.
So that was within your school?
I've seen it, yes.
Okay. And so I think that that's also the give and take of the support. But if you have a child who's really passionate about something, they are going to show up if they're truly passionate about something. Right. Truly. But again, you want to have that support. And, to be fair too, it only takes one person to back a child for them to sometimes just do it and get out there and be motivated.
How did you encourage your kids with their passions?
Well, first of all, when they're young, you got to try a lot of different things. Whether it's the music or the sports or different things, get them involved in a few things so they can try what their natural inclinations.
May not even know
they're
what
they're gonna find, I really like this one over this one, Dad. And part of it's just health and coordination and social skills. All those are healthy just to be part of those things. And so those are good, but try a variety of things. And then as the kids mature, they start to find this one comes to the top for the thing that they really like.
The other thing I want to share is just walking your talk. So are you doing some of the things that you're passionate about? Because I talk to a lot of parents who say, oh, I used to, and they have this kind of sad, melancholic look. It could be like, oh, I used to love to paint. Well, how can you incorporate that and then be to demonstrate to your child your own passion? Because this is a challenge for a lot of parents. A lot of parents say, after school, I'll say, so what'd you do today? Nothing. I don't know.
Yes.
And so instead of constantly asking and say, well, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? To say, guess what I did today? I signed up for that painting class I always wanted to sign up for. Or, I wanted to take dance, or I wanted to do this. So to do a little bit of those things as well.
I love that. Walk your talk as a parent. But I tell you, in this culture, this whole thing of busyness and activity is a hard one to get the balance on. So go to our website. We'll give you our best anchor points on how to find the balance when it comes to the activity level in your family. Stay with us.